All right, y'all, it's KJM, and I am finally back. I don't even know how many parts. I guess this is the official part 2 because when I introduced all the people that left Hallmark for GAF, those were just like little sidebars. So I guess this is the official part 2. This is why am I discussing this Hallmark movie channel T. All right, there was this movie, for those of you who don't know, that came out in 2014 called Christmas Under Wraps. Stars Candace Cameron Bure and David O'Donnell. Okay, so Candace Cameron Bure, she plays a doctor, Dr. Lauren Brunel. And she's from Boston. She was supposed to get into this residency program, I think, in Boston. I forget what the program is. To be honest, y'all, I love this movie, and I think it was rated as the highest viewing Hallmark Channel has ever had of a movie. Y'all keep that in mind as I go on with the rest of this, right? So I do love that movie, but because of who Candace Cameron Bure is, I don't DVR her movies. I don't save them, but I do love Christmas Under Wraps out of all her movies. There's a couple. I like the Christmas Detour as well, but this is by far my favorite. So Lauren is a doctor. She only applies to one residency, thinks she's going to get into it, doesn't get into it. One opens up in Garland, Alaska, and so she heads to Garland, Alaska, and she's just going to be doing general practice there. And she'll have the help of some nurses and other hospital workers. So she's in Garland, and David O'Donnell, who plays Andy, he flies her into Garland, which we love that he's a pilot. And I always said, like, Andy kind of reminds me of like a human Keebler elf, like a human elf, but like a very cute elf. Because if you look at his ears, like, it's a very sexy elf. But anyway, so apparently she's in Garland. They fall in love. His dad and mom, Frank and Faith Holiday, who were in the sequel, but I'll get to that in a second. They really end up being like Santa and Mrs. Claus type of thing. And it implies at the end that Lauren and David get together and that she stays in Garland. So this was the 2014 movie. Hallmark Channel decided since Candace left, they were going to do a sequel this year with Candace's co-star Jodie Sweetin playing the new love interest for Andy. Now, I have to do a couple parts of this because there's no way to fit this in 3-minute segments. So that's the beginning. This is the cast. Notice that the cast is like all white people. Do you see that? They're all white. Just want to point that out because we are moving on, folks. And I think I'm going to have this screen up for the next one again, and then we'll go into the real piping hot tea. Keep following.